Welcome everyone to the Fit and Nerdy YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk about potential Resident Evil 9 plot lines. I'm just throwing some things out there, if you like what I have to say, by all means, throw some comments in there, or if you have some ideas of your own, by all means, throw them out there. I'm just here to nerd up, just like the rest of y'all. So, I'm just thinking that they've kind of set it up, and I'm wondering if there's some things that we could do that would make Resident Evil 9 a little bit different than the current ones, or present times. So it's obvious that they're going to make Rose the main character. They set that up at the end in the extra cutscene. Spoiler alert. And then I'm just wondering, like a storyline that would be very interesting to me is since Rose is now linked to the mold, just like Ethan was linked to the mold, and it's supposed to be a consciousness, like a combined consciousness or something along those lines. I'm wondering if there's more than one Megamycete, because there's a society that was created, or a society that built everything that was associated with the ceremony that for Rose, where Miranda was trying to make her child come back to life after she died from the Spanish flu. So, and I just think it would be really interesting is that you have Rose in present times, maybe they're finding another Megamycete and she's trying to help them out with some supervillain or something like that. And then it links you back to the past where you get to see the society that created that created the chalice, the giant's chalice, and created all the jars, and like what the heck happened to them? Because obviously Miranda, like, they stumbled upon this umbrella symbol. So I'm wondering if we could have some flashbacks, maybe where you could be Spencer, maybe even Miranda. Back when he wrote his note. Back in the times when he wrote his note, which was pre World War like II or whatever, when they actually met, and and he alludes to he found that he doesn't think the mold was going to fit his purpose, but having him reach that conclusion, giving you some of that backstory. Maybe the mold can like can be played as Rose having some kind of a flashback or something like that. I don't know. I think that would be a really interesting way where they could do past and present. I know that's a really a trope that's used a lot in a lot of video games, but I feel like with Resident Evil, they've set so much lore up. Getting some of the actual origins, making you play in like the 1910s, 1920s time frame, I think would be really interesting direction for it. Or maybe even sooner than that, with the society that actually developed, or that actually created the whole, created everything that Miranda stumbled upon. Like that's the kind of stuff I'd like to see before, and also seeing the village before it was completely wrecked essentially by Miranda and her mold experiments and all the lichens and everything like that? Or did they exist in some capacity beforehand and then she just ended up being able to control them? Who knows? It's just like these are just like there's so many endless possibilities with it.
Ensuring complete global saturation.
Where they could go with the storyline if they have it play with a past versus present situation. Um, uh, I'm curious also, it's like, maybe the present is like, when Chris is going to go over to go kill some people in the BSAA, who knows, after this whole sending the bioweapons at the end of RE8, and then I also, I don't know how to do it, but hey, maybe y'all have some ideas on this, is how we would get, Chris involved in this scenario, or maybe Jill, Claire, Leon, Sherry, Carlos, like bringing Barry, bringing in some of the past characters, because I like the fact that Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 was its own storyline and everything like that, and they did bring, they figured out a way to make Chris kind of come into it. But there's like they have the character models and everything like that. They have the assets that they could probably reuse to bring Leon and Claire and Jill into the storyline. It'd be really nice if they could go and do that. If they could bring them into this storyline, because I really feel like it's an opportunity that they really have. Where are they then versus where are they now? Did they stop fighting? I highly doubt that. Granted, technically a lot of these people are like 20, 30 years older, but whatever, it's a video game. They can do whatever they want to make these characters somehow younger or whatever, or involve them in the story. Who knows? But I would love to see those characters brought back into the fold because RE7, RE8 have given the backstory to the whole mold scenario. Now I want to bring that back into the Raccoon City thing because they made that Spencer connection in Resident Evil 8, and I'd really love to see. I really love to see how they can use that to bring in the other storyline and the progenitor virus and everything like that to make to really make RE9 like even bigger and even better than RE8, because I feel like that would be the way that you could go about making this game even bigger. I know it's asking a lot and it's a lot of different things involved, but I don't know. It's just something I would like to see, and I'm wondering if you think that anything I'm saying makes sense or not. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to make it so I can get prioritized in that algorithm, and continue to be fit and nerdy.